We all understand that good parenting involves offering unconditional love and support. Research even suggests that affection can influence brain development, so it's not just a matter of being sentimental. Sadly, not every parent provides this kind of nurturing environment. Instead, some display behaviors that are toxic and sabotage the possibility of a healthy, fulfilling relationship with their children. Curious about what these behaviors might be? Let's explore them. First, they project their negativity onto you. This happens when a parent displaces their own dislikes or unresolved issues onto their child. Rather than acknowledging their own disappointments, they repeatedly tell the child that life is unfair, that the child is unlucky, or perhaps even suggest that the child is unworthy and destined to fail. This is incredibly harmful because the child, still in the developmental stage, absorbs the parent's words as absolute truth and begins to embody those negative projections. They show little to no empathy. Consider situations where, in moments of distress or seeking help, you hear responses like, "Why is everything always about you?" Or, "No one cares about the parent. It's only your needs that matter, right?" The parent might dismiss your concerns and shift the conversation to something they deem important, something that fulfills their own needs, not yours. They neither think about, consider, nor care how you or others feel. It's all about them, and the idea that others have equally valid feelings is beyond their comprehension. This is devastating, as it clearly signals that they don't care for the child as an individual. They are overly critical. Yes, we all make mistakes, and part of parenting involves making the child aware of their mistakes so they can learn. But there's a limit before it becomes abusive. Being overly critical occurs when, despite the child's repeated attempts to correct or improve, they are still harshly criticized. For example, "You only got 80%. You were lazy and didn't study," which escalates to, "You only got 90%? Are you an idiot?" And even when they achieve 100%, it's, "Did the teacher finally take pity on you?" Or, "So you got 100%, but you neglected your chores. If you can't do both, you're just useless." As a result, the child grows up feeling they are never good enough, perhaps defective or deserving of mistreatment. They ignore your boundaries. Fourth, they ignore your boundaries despite knowing them. Ever been quietly relaxing in your room, only for your parent to burst in unannounced? Or perhaps they impose advice on you out of the blue about something you never indicated needing help with. If you dare speak up, you're likely met with, "I'm the parent, so I have the right to." This is absurd. Unless the child is too young to perform basic functions independently, any healthy relationship must include respecting personal boundaries. If it happens once, it could be because they were unaware or there was an emergency. Repeated offenses, especially with excuses like, "Because I'm the parent," indicate a lack of respect for you as a person, which is unhealthy. They insult you to hurt you. Fifth, they insult you with the intent to hurt you. This differs from a playful banter where everyone knows it's all in good fun. These insults are meant to humiliate or shame, often without reason, or as a reaction to an accomplishment you've shared. They might even do this in front of others to deepen the wound. This is not tough love. It's outright abuse that can leave the child feeling alienated, anxious, or depressed. The child's future outlook may be marred by low self-esteem. You are always the reason. Sixth, you are always blamed for anything negative, even when it's not your fault. Ever been blamed for simply being born? Comments like, "You ruined my life. I couldn't achieve my goals because I had to raise you," or somehow being held responsible for every inconvenience in their life, as if you're some supernatural source of bad luck, affecting places and events you've never even encountered. Common sense is abandoned, and everything they're dissatisfied with is somehow your doing, even though that's 99.99% impossible. If this resonates with you, you likely have dysfunctional parents. Remember, it's them, not you. They are all take and no give. This isn't about money or gifts, though that could be part of it. It's about situations where, instead of seeking help from a qualified counselor or an adult friend, a parent chooses to emotionally unload on their 12-year-old child. The child, knowing only that the parent is upset, tries to offer comfort in the best way they can. However, a child is still developing and is not equipped to handle such responsibilities healthily. The parent should be the one offering support, guidance, and comfort to the child. When the child is expected to take on the parent's role, It's called parentification, a real phenomenon. It also means that when the child needs comfort, the parent doesn't reciprocate. Healing from toxic parenting is within your power. You alone have control over your feelings and attitudes, just as your parents have control over theirs. It's time to free yourself from the burden if you believe it's your fault they aren't better people, because it isn't. You are never obligated to endure abuse or take on your parents' unresolved issues. Take care of yourself and strive to be someone you like and respect. We believe in you. Did any of these signs resonate with you? Has this video changed your perspective on past experiences? Feel free to share your thoughts below, and we'll see you soon.